Hallo Students, wie geht's euch? Hoffentlich gut. Heute beginnen wir mit dem Lektion 3. Today we are going to start with Lesson 3. Das würde ich nie machen. Das bedeutet, I would never do it or I would never do this again. Würde bedeutet would. So now let's start with Lektion 3 Kursbuch. Kursbuch Seite Nummer 16. Lektion 3. Aufgabe 1a. Seht ihr ein Bild hier? Das ist Carla. Sie ist im Bus mit ihrer Freundin Jule. This is Carla and she is in the bus with her friend Jule. Jetzt hören wir ein Gespräch zwischen Carla und Jule. Now we will listen one conversation between Carla and Jule, and you have to read the given questions and answer those questions with the help of audio listen. Zuerst lesen wir die Fragen. At first we will read the questions. Schau die Bilder an und hör das Gespräch. Beantworte die Fragen. Die erste Frage. Über welches Thema sprechen Carla und Juli? On which topic Carla and Juli are talking? Was glaubst du? What do you think? Wer schreibt Carla? Was steht in der SMS? What is written? Who writes Carla and what is written in that SMS? So now you hear the audio. You hear the conversation between Carla and Jule, and then we will discuss the answers of the same in our live class.
Lektion 3 1a
Ach Mann, schon wieder Montag. Und heute haben wir in der ersten Stunde auch noch Latein. Blöd, dass das Wochenende immer so schnell vorbeigeht. Wie war's denn bei dir, Carla? Warst du mit Nick unterwegs?
Ja, Nick und ich waren am Samstag zusammen im Kino. Wir haben einen total lustigen Film gesehen und waren danach noch etwas trinken. War schön. Wie war's denn bei dir, Jule?
Super, ich war auf der Geburtstagsparty von Susanne und...
Nein, das ist nicht wahr. Das kann er doch nicht machen.
Was ist denn? Ist was passiert?
Now we have understood thus. Carla's brother Nick schreibt Carla SMS. Carla's brother Nick has written SMS to Carla. Jetzt lesen wir die SMS. Lies die SMS. Warum regt Carla sich auf? Aufregen bedeutet to be upset, to be irritated. Why the Carla is upset? Now, Nick schreibt, Liebe Carla, mein Laptop ist kaputt. Also nehme ich deinen Laptop mit. Entschuldige bitte, aber es geht nicht anders. 17 Uhr bin ich mit dem Laptop wieder zu Hause. Dear Carla, my laptop is not working. Ist kaputt bedeutet funktioniert nicht. So I am taking your laptop with you. Sorry, but nothing other way it is possible. Anders is other way. 17 Uhr I will be back with the laptop at home. So this SMS Nick has sent to Carla. Now how Carla has reacted on that SMS, because her brother is taking her laptop without asking her. He is just informing that I have taken. Now let's read Carla's SMS. Schon wieder Nick. Oh, again Nick. Wieder means again. Du denkst immer nur an dich selbst. You always think of yourself. Dein Basketball, deine Turniere, deine Musikgruppe, du nimmst immer meine Sachen mit. You always think of yourself. Denken an is to think of. Your basketball, your tournaments, your music group, and you always take my things. Mitnehmen bedeutet to take along. Ich habe Julia und Stella eingeladen. I have already invited Julia und Stella. Sie sind Carlas Freundinnen. Wir wollen heute Nachmittag zusammen für die Schule arbeiten. Today afternoon we want to work for the school project or for the school. And now it is not possible because laptop is not at home. Und jetzt geht es nicht. Now it is not possible. That's why Carla is upset. Carla is angry over Nick because he has taken her laptop without asking her. Jetzt Aufgabe C auf der Seite Nummer 16. Lies die Sätze. Read the sentences. Was passiert zuerst und was danach? What happens at first and what happens afterwards? Wie ist die richtige zeitliche Reihenfolge der Themen? What is the correct sequence of the topics? Now 5 sentences are given. Those sentences are jumbled one, not in the correct order. You have to write the correct sequence of these sentences. Definitely you can write your answers on course book. Aber in our live class we are going to solve this exercise with the help of one learning app. I will provide this link to you in the chat box and you can solve the exercise. We will take a pause of 5 minutes. You solve the exercise, then we can discuss the answers of the same. Now, I hope you must have got the answers. You must have cross-checked your answer. Now, I will tell you the correct sequence. Please check your sequence. Nummer 1. Carla hat einen Plan. Sie will mit Jule und Stella für die Schule arbeiten. Nummer 2. Carlas Bruder Nick nimmt ihren Laptop mit. Nummer 3. Nick informiert Carla per SMS. Nummer 4. Nicks Erklärung. Sein Laptop ist kaputt. Nummer 5. Carla ist sauer und schreibt ihm eine SMS. So this is the correct sequence. I hope your answers are correct. Jetzt wiederholen wir die Verben mit festen Präpositionen. Wiederholung bedeutet Revision. Now we will revise few verbs with fixed prepositions. Sich aufregen über. Beispiel: Carla regt sich über ihren Bruder auf. Warum regt sich Carla auf? Weil sein Bruder ihren Laptop mitnimmt. Carla is upset with her brother because her brother takes her laptop without asking her. So, sich aufregen über, to be upset of, to be irritated by someone, to be angry over someone. Next, denken an. Nick denkt immer an seine Basketball-Turniere. Nick always think of his basketball tournament. So, denken an bedeutet to think of. Sprechen hat 2 Präpositionen. Sprechen always take 2 prepositions. Mit und über. Carla spricht mit ihrer Freundin über die SMS. Carla talks with her friend about the SMS. Now, whomever you are talking, that is always used with the preposition mit. And for regarding whatever things you talk, that is always the preposition über. Okay? Just keep this in mind. For person, mit will be used, and for über, object will be used. About what are you talking? But it also be possible that I am talking with my friend about my mother. That is also one way possible. Huh? Just keep this in mind. Dann informieren über. Nick informiert Carla über den Laptop to inform about something. Nick informs Carla that about the laptop, that he has taken the laptop. Sauer sein auf, to be angry at someone. Carla is sauer auf Nick. So I hope this verbs with fixed prepositions are clear to you. Now we will solve one exercise based on the same. Jetzt machen wir Aufgabe 2. Before we do the exercise, we will read for small box written at the right hand side. Frage Wort wo plus Präposition. Sich aufregen über. Worüber regt Carla sich auf? Über die SMS. Bei Personen. Über wen regt Carla sich auf? Über Nick. We have already learned this, that if we are forming the questions for verbs with fixed preposition and if you are talking about the objects, the WH question becomes wo plus preposition. Whereas if we are talking about the person, the WH question becomes preposition plus when or when. Similarly, in the answer here no difference is there, but we have also learned how it differs in case of answer. Here in this exercise you have to match the pair, and for matching the pair you have to decide whether the answer will be about the object or about the person. For that it must be clear to you what is the question. From the WH question you can easily understand that whether the answer is about object or about person. For example, if the question WH question is starting with wo, then naturally the answer will be about object. If the WH question has when or when, then naturally it will be about person. So similar logic you have to use in this exercise. Lies die Fragen und Antworten. Was passt zusammen? You have to read the questions and answers and you have to match the pair. So here also we will solve this exercise with the help of one learning app. In that learning app you are supposed to combine those, means you have to whatever are the correct pairs, perfect pairs, that you have to match, and if your pair is correct then it disappears, so you will get to know whether it is correct or not, and automatically you will check your answers also. And after you play this game we can once again discuss the answers if required. I hope you must have enjoyed the game and you must have got all the answers. It was easy, isn't it? Jetzt Aufgabe 3a. Auf derselben Seite Nummer 16. 17 Uhr. Nick kommt nach Hause. Carla wartet auf ihn. At 5 o'clock Nick comes home and Carla is waiting for him. Es gibt Streit. There is a quarrel, fight among each other, because you must be knowing, you have siblings. If your sibling takes the things without asking you, and especially your elder brother or sister, then definitely you get angry and there is always a fight at home. So wer sagt was? So he is saying which sentence. So this exercise actually we will do in the class in form of role play or something. One person, one boy will be Nick and one boy will be Carla, and they are saying these sentences and they are fighting. But before we start with that, I will just explain the meanings of the difficult words. Du nimmst immer alles ohne zu fragen. Ohne zu fragen is without asking. Du denkst immer nur an dich. You always think of yourself. Du freust dich aber, wenn ich dir bei deinen Projekten helfe. But you always like or you get happy if I help you in your projects. Erinnerst du dich nicht an unseren letzten Streit? Don't you remember about our last fight? Du entschuldigst dich für gar nicht. You never apologize for anything. You never say sorry to me. Du streitest über ganz doofe Sachen. You fight over so silly things. Doofe means stupid, silly. Warum ärgerst du dich immer über alles? Why do you get angry over everything? So these are the sentences. First you find out which sentence is said by Nick and which sentences are said by Carla. and then we will perform it in form of role play or a small dialogue, a fighting dialogue. Okay, is this clear?